Hello everyone, welcome to ZO 369, the energy of physics. Today we will discuss about the thermal expansions of solids in real life with examples. Okay, now first we can see that what is the expansion of solid, thermal expansion of solids. Thermal means here we can write temperature or heat. Expansion, expansion means here behavior. Behavior, how does it behave? Like elongate or contract or transforms. These three are under the property of the behavior. Solids, already we know that the each and every solid have a definite shape and size. Why? Because of all the atoms are arranged in the regular orientation, and the average kinetic energy of the particle is same, so that the solids have a definite shape and size. So in this case, the solids have a definite shape and size. We can write it here. Solids have a definite shape and size. Why the solids have a definite shape and size? Means all the atoms are arranged in the regular orientation. The average distance between the atoms in a solid is constant, and the average kinetic energy of the particle is also be slightly changes. When the heat energy is given to the solids, then only it will be expand or contract or transform from one form to another form. Now we can see the examples for solids. We have to take in the three different materials, like in the form of a wire, and it is a plate, and it is a cube, one dimension, two dimension, and three dimension. If it is one dimension, we can consider its length is L, and area is very less. And in this case, we can consider the length of the plate is L, and the width of the plate is B. So we will come to write area is equals to length into breadth. In this one, in the case of cube, it has three dimensions. So length will be there, and breadth will be there, and the height will be there. So these are the height. So we can write it here. It is volume. B is equals to length into breadth into height. And in this case only length will be there. Length is equals to L. So when these materials are heated, or when heat energy is given to these materials, then what will happen? 95% of the substances in the nature will expand on heating. Only the 5% of the substances will contract on heating. So now we can study only the expansion of the solids on heating. So in this, what will happen? If the length is increases, there is a change in its length. So length will be increases like this. We can write this is the change in length. If it is heated, there is a change in its area, like this. And the volume, there is a change in length, breadth, and height. So when there is a change in its length, we can write it here. This is known as linear expansion. And if there is a change in its area of the material on heating, we can write it. This is known as areal expansion. If it is in the case of three-dimensional body, we can write it here. This is volume expansion. Remember these things. For solids, linear expansions, areal expansion, and volume expansion will be available only on heating the solid materials. Now we will discuss about the most important definition, coefficient of linear expansion. So it is denoted by the letter alpha. Alpha is equals to change in length by its original length into temperature difference. Now we can consider here it is a metal wire. Its initial length is L1. From here to here, its length is L1. So when it is heated from T1 degrees Celsius to T2 degrees Celsius, means temperature is increases. That means on heating, what will happen? It will be expand, and L2 is the final length. So what is the change in length? We can write it here. L2 minus L1 gives change in length. So this will be delta L is the change in length. Means it has been expanded. So for every raise in temperature, how the material is going to be expands. So to define that one, we used to take that the coefficient of linear expansion of the any given material, like copper, silver, gold, any type of material. Now we can see define alpha coefficient of linear expansion. It is the ratio of the change in length to its original length per unit rise of temperature. Per unit rise of temperature. That means for every rise of 1 degree Celsius temperature, what is the change in its length? Means is it expanded or contracted? We have to find that one. To find the given material, we use coefficient of linear expansion. It is most important, and you always remember that. And the unit of alpha is equals to change in length, means centimeter, by original length centimeters, unit is centimeter, and temperature difference is Celsius degree. So centimeter get cancelled. What we there? 1 by centigrade means per degree Celsius. Or sometimes if it is Fahrenheit degrees, we can write per Fahrenheit. Or else sometimes per Kelvin also we can write it. So this is the unit of the coefficient of linear expansion.